So we are at the 365 EduCon conference in Dallas, and I have Paul Stork with me over here. And Paul's been in the industry for as long as I can think. I remember asking Paul questions like even 15 years back on InfoPath forums on his farm. So Paul, thank you so much for coming to this real quick interview session over here. And so tell me a little bit about some of the sessions that you have been doing today.
So most of the work I do nowadays is in a couple of different applications in the Power Platform. Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power Virtual Agent. So I've done a couple of workshops this week on using the Power Platform in Dataverse for Teams. I did a workshop on advanced Power Apps and Power Automate. Did a session yesterday on building Power Apps responsive design apps, and today was a session on Dataverse for Teams again. And then tomorrow I finish up with a session on integrating Power Apps and Power Automate.
That's a lot of sessions, Paul. They definitely keep you busy. So with all these technologies coming, Power Platform, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power BI, Power Virtual Agent, what do you think Microsoft vision is, with all these, with the entire suite of Power Platform?
Well, I think it follows right along with what most of Microsoft's vision has been, which is to make it so that users, information workers, can do a lot of the IT work for themselves to free up the professional IT staff to do the things that really require the professional skill set, professional developers, professional network admins, and so forth, but then let a lot of the general day-to-day information gathering and manipulation and management be done by the people who own the information. And the Power Platform really fits right into that. That's all of what Power Apps and Power Automate and Power Virtual Agent are all about, is to empower what Microsoft calls the citizen developer. And
so there's this perfect partnership going on between business users and IT. I remember back in the days, there used to be hardcore developers only. And that was the only group of people who can touch the code. But now we see business users just develop all of these awesome, business process applications using forms, using Power Automate, and then these days even PVA, right? So tell me some of these applications that you have been working on, or might be the industries as well that you've been helping, with digital transformation.
Well, I think one of the big ones that I see happen all the time is almost any information that comes into a company usually goes through some kind of an approval process. Mm-hmm. And Power Automate in particular, using either forms or Power Apps as a front end, is just a gorgeous platform for managing those approval processes. You can build fairly complex multi-level approval processes where it goes through a full procedure of different people signing off on it, record the results of that, and it's all fairly easy to do so that somebody who is just at least somewhat sophisticated can do it for themselves without having to involve the IT department that is always overworked.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Paul. So where's home, by the way?
I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota nowadays.
Thank you so much for your time.